Good evening, and all of you. Let us welcome to audit and assurance discussion. Audit and assurance discussion. Branch audit. So, branch setup, we all know. What is the branch setup? Branches has been classified. Branch in India, out of India. Branch audit. Branches has been classified into Indian branch and foreign branch, and it is essential nowadays due to the globalization. Many companies are functioning in India. Hi Gyan, कैसे हो? Gyan Arora. So many branches have outside India or within India. Many foreign countries have branches in India also. These are the scenarios. So, who are eligible for the audit branch office? For that purpose, branches has been classified into two categories: Indian branch and foreign branch. Yeah, thank you, Gyanji. Thank you very much. So, as far as the Indian branch is concerned, the eligible person is person number one, company auditor; person number two, any other person eligible for appointed. We have learned before itself. We have already learned in before discussion. A person should be chartered accountant. Person should hold the certificate of practice, and such practice shall be in India. Three conditions we already learned, and which is squarely applicable for another person also. So, any other person eligible, any other chartered accountant also eligible to be appointed as auditor of branch, Indian branch. And as far as the foreign branch is concerned, who are the eligible category of foreign branch? Still, company auditor, still the company auditor is eligible. Second, the person who hold the equivalent qualification such as CPA, ACCA, whatever the equivalent qualification, or an accountant duly qualified. So, who are eligible for branch audit? The main person is the company auditor is the most suitable person for branch audit also. The company auditor is the most suited person for the branch audit also. If the company auditor is not available and classified in Indian branch, any other person, same qualification, same experience, same criteria, how the main auditor, principal auditor is appointed, the same criteria is applicable for appointment of branch auditor. And branches outside India, same condition, the best person, the first choice is the company auditor. Choice number one, company auditor. If company auditor is not available, why choice number one is company auditor? Why choice number one is company auditor? Because hold, he have he already carrying out the head office audit and in a better position to understand the company in a broader perspectives. For the branch means a unit, scope is also unit way. So the first and foremost choices will be the company auditor. If he is not available for the branch audit, then choice number two, that is depends upon the Indian branch and foreign branch. If it is a case of Indian branch, this will be the options. Another chartered accountant. If it is a foreign branch, equivalent qualification of that country. What are the equivalent qualifications of that country? Corresponding qualifications of that country shall be deemed, taken into consideration. And what are the duties and powers? The same power of the main auditor with respect to the branch. He have the same scope, same duties, same privileges as far as the branch office is concerned. How a principal auditor is carrying out the head office, it is squarely applicable for the branch office also. The same power, privilege, and duties with respect to the branch. The branch auditor will also have same privilege, peer to peer basis. So this is the main point we have to be noted down. And he has to report on branch office examined by him. Audit report. Branch auditor has to report on branch office reported by him. What are the reports he issues? Financial statements shows true and fair view of the branch office. And he has to report on the main auditor also. And almost these aspects were covered in using the work of another auditor. SA 610, we already discussed how these people will coordinate, this branch auditor and the principal auditor, and it is connected with that standard SA 610 and Companies Act 143(8), how it will be goes on. Appointment qualification reports. Remaining how to conduct audit will be depends upon that SA 610. This is our second step. Hope you have understood this discussion of branch office and branch audit. Shall we move further? Shall we move further? Shall we move further? People are commenting which is not connected with this topic actually. Next, we will discuss reporting of fraud by the auditor. Reporting of fraud by the auditor. Fraud reporting. Fraud reporting has been classified on the basis of amount involved of such fraud. Amount involved is 1 crore or above. Then auditor has to report to the central government. Amount involved is less than 1 crore. He has to report to the audit committee if available. If not available, he has to report on board of directors. That is the amount wise classification. That is the amount wise classification. If 1 crore, fraud amount involved 1 crore or above, he has to report on central government. If less than 1 crore rupees, he has to report to the audit committee if available. If audit committees are not available, he has to report on board of directors. This is applicable to the cost and management accountant and company secretaries also. This is purely applicable to them, company secretary and CMA persons. This fraud reporting is also applicable for them. It's based on the amount involved of the fraud. Next point is fine. If auditor is not reported, what will be the consequence? Minimum fine of 1 lakh rupees and maximum fine of 25 lakh rupees. So let us recalculate what we have learned so far. If auditor has identified any fraud, recollect SA 240 also, he has to report based on the amount involved. If the amount involved is 1 crore or above, he has to report to the central government nature of the fraud, amount involved, what category, etc. He has to report to the central government. If the amount involved less than 1 crore rupees, then if audit committees are available, audit committee if available, he has to report to the audit committee concerned. If audit committees are not available, he has to report to the board of directors. If auditor fails to report such fraud case, then he will be punishable with 1 lakh rupees. Minimum amount is 1 lakh rupees and maximum amount is 25 lakh rupees based on the gravity of the fraud. How grade is higher, the punishment rate also higher. If the grade is lower, the punishment rate will also be get lower. And that's the main point we have to be noted here. Fine based on the grade. Minimum 1 lakh, maximum 25 lakh is based upon the gravity of the offense auditor has committed. Hope you have understood this point also. Fraud reporting and two segment. Fraud reporting segment you have understood. Next we will discuss auditor to sign the audit report. Section 145. Who shall sign the audit report is the first question. Who shall sign the audit report? Who will sign the auditor's report? Only by the person appointed as auditor of the company can sign the audit report, not by any other person. A person who is appointed as auditor, he can sign the auditor's report. It cannot be delegated to any other person. Only by the person who has signed the auditor's report. That point has to be taken into consideration. Only by the person who has appointed as the auditor of the company can sign on behalf of the auditor. And point number 2, qualification remark, adverse shall be read before general meeting if qualification remark, adverse remark, etc. made shall be read before the general meeting in front of the members. He may be read what are the qualification, what are the adverse remark, and it should be open for inspection by any member of the team. Any members, it can be allowed for inspection. That is main point. It shall be open for inspections to the any members of the team. Next point is auditors' right to attend the general meeting. auditor's right to attend the general meeting. Next is auditor's right to attend the general meeting. We might be know in general meeting, books of accounts are presented, appointment, reappointment, rotation matters are confirmed in the general meeting. So it is a meeting where auditor is also required to attend. Auditor also required to attend this meeting meticulously. Why? Because audited financial statements are presented in the general meeting, annual general meeting. Rotation of the auditors are confirmed. Reappointments are confirmed and taken into these factors. It is a meeting where auditor is highly important to attend. So the notice of convening the meeting, auditor has a right to receive the notice of convening the meeting, annual general meeting, and he can either himself or a duly qualified delegate can be sent to attend the annual general meeting either directly by himself or through a duly qualified delegate can be sent to attend the general meeting. So we are come across lot of discussions today actually, and we are almost winding up the company audit part 1. Actually the topic is almost completed except certain aspects. Majority sections has been covered, few are left. It will be better we will move professional ethics tomorrow. It will be better we will move professional ethics tomorrow instead of moving more into the company audit. Majority of area has been covered except books of accounts and auditor's rights is only pending to cover now. All these areas you might be know, and I'm thinking to moving YouTube lives into some other platform due to some reasons. Highly irritating kind of behavior from new generation social media has been happening. So I am planning to take these discussions into some else where I will duly inform to all of you. That is the case. And good night. Have a nice day. Thank you for all of your cooperation for today meeting. And many people are not watching the show. The video will be deleted all from the list after this live class is over. This live segment, when it is completed, I will delete all the video from the archive. So thank you for watching the video and have a nice day.